Hi, how are you? How goes launch and learning all about the successful tips for selling Scentsy successfully? That's like a tongue twister. Okay, we are still working under that umbrella of customer care, okay? We've talked about follow-up systems. We talked about creating relationship with our customers. Today, we are going to be talking about communication strategies, okay? This is important. And why is this important? Because you need to be regularly communicating with your customers, and you need to do it in a way that's authentic to you. Now, the way that I love doing it is I love sense of community. And so for me, creating a VIP group on Facebook is the way where I house my customers. And I love it because that's the place where I drop whenever Scentsy, like when they release their Nightmare Before Christmas collection, guess who got to know about it first? My VIPs. When I do my monthly whiff boxes, my sign up sheet goes in my VIP community. But remember, it is not just about selling them the products and that sort of thing. It's all about relationships. So that's where we also learn in our VIP group. That's where we're learning about if they had to get rid of 4 treats, which candy bar would have to go, right? We're focusing on community. We're focusing on getting to know each other and strengthening relationships. So the way that I communicate with my customers, the main way is through my VIP group. Other ways that you can communicate with them is you could send them monthly mail if you wanted to. Like, what could you do for one stamp? Something that I do for my website customers, because a lot of the times the people that order on my website aren't necessarily all in my VIP group. I try to get them into, but a lot of the times the people ordering on my website, they're kind of good to be like a customer from a distance. And that's okay because I still want to show them love and I still want to show them appreciation. So the way that I can do that is the people that order on my website, the way that I communicate with them is through Happy Mail every single month. And I actually call it Happy Smail, but I will put some examples of that in the folder for this portion of part 2 of Superstar Academy. So you can kind of see and you can find a way that works for you. But snail mail is a way to communicate with them. Text, if you want to do texting, there's a really awesome app out there for Apple called Hit 'em Up, and I think it's $30 a year. But that's a way that you could communicate regularly with your people is by text message. If you're like none of that's your jam, another thing that you could do is you could send out. Scentsy does actually send out, if you're a website subscriber, Scentsy does send out a monthly newsletter, and you could go in and personalize it. You could do it that way if you wanted to communicate through email. No matter what you do, you just need to figure out what works for you. And again, create that system, that set of instructions, and then you need to do it consistently, okay? So communication strategy, how are you going to do it? And one thing I would give it, one other tip that I would say too, especially if you're going to do like the social media portion of it, go live in there so they can get to know you, so they can get to know the personality behind the picture and the posts, so that you can, again, continue to establish and create relationships and put deposits into your Scentsy bank, like perceived Scentsy customer bank account, so that you can be able to make those withdrawals as you continue to sell and sell successfully. So, like I said, think of some communication strategies. How do you want to talk to your people, and how will you do it consistently?